Hello once again. Yes, so in my prior video I said that I was gonna make a video about karma. I'm just briefly going to tell you about karma. What is karma? Karma is it's a software. It's like a database, you know. A lot of people don't see it that way. They see it as like karma is like a bitch that only like gives me best stuff, you know. Like, no, it's not like that. Karma is basically action and reaction. Every action, good or bad, has consequences. I said this before in the other video. You are a person, but you're much more than a person. You're a spiritual being, and you have things that you do because you're in the world. You do things. Everything that you do has a reaction. Everything, the smallest thing that you can imagine that you do has a reaction. And all these things building up after a while create a certain consequence, good or bad. So how does karma work? Well, everything that you do gets stored up. You have to see the world as like a computer, right? You have your database, and you have your storage, you have your memory. Everything is stored. All your thoughts, all your actions, everything that you did is stored up in the Akasha records, or sky as they call it. And above the sky they have like this, like we call them invisible planets, which stores all the information of everything that you ever done in your life. So basically, you reap what you sow. It's also in the Bible. It's written in every I think religion, that you reap what you sow, because that's just the way it is. It is the law of karma, and you can't change that fact, because it is a fact. It is the law of karma. So what you do, you will get. What you give, you will get back eventually. What you don't give, you're not gonna get. And a lot of people get frustrated because they're like, yeah, but look at that person doing all this bad things, doing all this bad things, and look at them, are rich and stuff, they got all them things. Honey, you do not want to be there when karma strikes, okay? You do not want to be there when fire comes from heaven. You don't want to do, you don't want to envy those people, because you don't know what they have done to get there. Just like good people, you don't know, you might envy somebody, but you don't know what they have done to get that, because they deserve that. And people that don't deserve it, they're not gonna have it after a while. So the most ridiculous thing that you can do to yourself is to be selfish. Because when you're selfish, it damages your nature. Karma gets you as soon as you do a selfish act. As soon as you do a selfish act, karma gets you. And you might think, oh, am I gonna get hit by a car? It's not like that. You might get an emotional problem. You might get a problem with a person. You might lose a friend. I don't know, I'm just saying, But when you're constantly selfish, it damages your aura, yourself. It damages it. And we are more than just physical beings. We are spiritual creatures. We can communicate with the Almighty, which is a spiritual act, because our physical body have never seen the Almighty, but our spiritual body knows that there is an Almighty, and we desperately want to know more about this Almighty. So that's why a lot of people go to church. They go to temples because they want to communicate with the Almighty. And I say Almighty as in all, everything, just Almighty. I'm not going to give it a name right now, because everybody has a name for it. In the end, it's the same stuff. Okay? So, you have to not be in survival mode. I had to learn this myself, because when I went to college, and you don't have a lot, and you're trying to make it, and you go into like this survival mode, and you kind of have a very stinky time, because like you're not enjoying yourself. You're always trying to survive, trying to make it or something, and you're not secure of yourself or your identity or whatever. And you're trying to find yourself because you're young. And I'm like, why did I make such a big deal of that problem? It wasn't even that bad. So karma plays a huge role in the circle of life, because everything action reaction. People only see karma as, oh, she's gonna get you. Like, no, it's action reaction, you know, good bad, bad good, consequences, you know. That's just the way it is. It's a software, it's a mechanism that the Almighty has put to keep the world in motion, to keep the planets, the universe, everything in motion. So there you go. If you have any more questions, you can let me know. You can inbox me, you can type, you can do whatever you want. And stay One Love Nation, peeps. We have just begun. Alright? Bye-bye!